There are some strings out on this. You know, honestly, if this bracelet pops, I'm suing. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel's Probably Sorry. If you wish to skip my introductory comments, you can. The time the reaction starts is always in the description. My intro comments are about 4:03 of Black Mirror called Crocodile. There aren't many. I'm only halfway through editing my reaction discussion for Crocodile, actually kind of like 3/4 of the way through, so I don't have that many comments. Does anyone know why the episode was called Crocodile? Does anyone know? Because I've been trying to figure that out. Maybe I'll look it up one day. Kind of like how I looked up whether or not guinea pigs had metacognition, right? I was thinking about it, especially with the dentist having taken photos of a naked man in the hotel across the street. Imagine if people like could hear or see our thoughts actually, and how invasive that actually is. Like someone being able to see your actual memory or being able to look into your thoughts, because there's so much that we keep to ourselves as human beings. Like, we don't say everything we want to say. We say it in our heads sometimes though. Most of the time I do. But that's the thing, I do. It's a part of impression management. You don't just say everything you want to say. Sociology. Imagine if this technology existed and how much of a riot that would probably cause, especially if it was like legally mandated to do these type of recall tests for like freaking insurance purposes. Would that not be an invasion of privacy? Just when Mia was like sitting alone in the bathroom telling herself what she did in order for that to appear on the recaller, I was reminded of a polygraph test. I just never said anything. Oh, polygraph is a lie detector test. How some people, they know how to trick the lie detector test. And there are ways. And lie detector tests, I'm just going to say polygraphs because that's easier. Polygraphs are not 100% accurate, obviously. Sometimes minute stresses in our body can read as a lie when you're telling the truth, and vice versa. Or if you genuinely believe the lie, your body, they're just things that you could do regarding polygraphs. And seeing Mia do that, like try to convince herself so that this is what she saw, so that is what would show up. So this is Black Mirror 404 called Hang the DJ. I also wonder why that is the title of this episode. Maybe I'll see when I watch. Says something about a dating program. Is this gonna be like a lovey-dovey episode? Is Black Mirror? Probably not. Just based on the description of the episode, it has me wondering if this is like one of those, not like star-crossed lovers type of thing, but a love that defies all odds. That's just based on the description of the episode. Don't sue me. I have no money even if you wanted to sue me, so.
Where do I go?
Proceed to the hub.
Got ya.
Another English one. Love conquers all. I'm ready. I'm so full of shit.
Do I?
Yeah, you're quaking with fear.
Well, maybe shaking with revulsion?
At least you stop shitting.
Are you sure about that?
Stop.
Should we stop talking about shit?
Yeah, maybe order some food. Yeah, good plan.
Yeah. You want to open it or shall I?
Go ahead.
Alright.
Too slow.
Shall I, knob?
Those are like eyes for the
Oh,
bedroom.
God.
I can honestly say at this point, I have no clue where this is gonna end up going. Like, I have my ideas in my brain based on the description of the episode, but I don't know what to expect out of this, actually. Unless it's what I think it is based on the description of the episode, and that'd be kind of boring, but maybe not.
Shower or bath?
Both.
This dating app
that's
is
good.
straight to the point, though.
Well,
It's like, hey, here's your meal, and here's your place, and here's your bed. Have all the fun
seriously
you
what I'm
want.
meant to do.
Based on this shot, I feel like they're about to hold hands. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like, are they gonna have sex? Oh, okay. My heart hurts. Why does my heart hurt?
Funny.
1 year.
Really?
We've got each other for 1 year. Could be a mistake.
There'll be a
Really?
reason.
Yeah, I'm questioning the system's logic too, honestly.
So I'm consenting to everything now. Whenever you feel comfortable doing the same, you should.
Wow. Okay, let's turn this down. This system seems pointless to me. I'll probably expound on it in my outro comments. But if it's not the perfect match for the person, never mind. I'll just talk about it at the end. I just don't see the point. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Laughs uncomfortably. The exhales. I'm sorry. That's not even that funny. I feel the vein popping out of my neck. Breathe, honey.
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Is this right?
It's a deal.
Deal.
I hope they're together for the rest
Bring
of their
on
lives.
Les fish cake.
I feel like he really wants to know the expiration date. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing, dude.
Recalibrating.
Coach? Coach?
Recalibrating.
Coach, what's happening?
I'm disappointed. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, they end up back together after they go through more stupid relationships.
What are you thinking about?
The fact that I f***ed up.
Failure to comply with the system may result in banishment.
Alright, I know. Christ, you let me be angry at least. You give me that.
You must vacate your current living quarters when the time expires.
Like I didn't know.
I have chills. I'm sorry. Is this what soulmates are? Sorry. My soul.
I don't want whoever the system reckons the one is, okay? I want you.
I want you. Fuck the whole thing off and go.
Yeah, over the wall.
Fight over it. No matter what's out there.
You know what?
So let's go.
It sounds a little reckless. Wait a minute. Huh. How long does this wall go on for? Oh, wait. They've done this again, and they've done this over and over and over again. Oh. Oh my god. Hold on a minute. Again with the goddamn digital consciousness. Huh. Oh, hang the DJ. I should start by saying that my perception of what was happening and my perception of the system changed with the more information we were given. As a summary, when we first meet Frank and Amy, I just think that they're humans using a weird dating app. Then it becomes evident that whenever they match with someone, they have to spend that amount of time with them. It's mandatory, which to me was odd, was kind of dystopian society. I was beginning to think it was that kind of like dystopian society type of thing, or just a really futuristic society in which all things are mapped out, and I guess in a way structure and predictability has overcome, I don't want to say romance, but the natural order of how we develop romantic relationship. Like that conversation Frank and Amy had where they were like, this is so much easier than before the system where people had to actually go out and work and find someone to be in a relationship with, and if things weren't working, you had to decide whether or not you wanted to break up with them. So I mean, I know that I wrote down that, you know, it's all mapped out because just the concept of having a system in which you're not allowed to choose your own romantic partners and you're just kind of paired up with whoever the hell or whoever the system thinks is right for you. In the beginning of the episode, I talked about the idea of a perfect match. And again, like my opinions changed the more information I received, but I will still talk about that. I was like, I don't understand this system because, of course, I thought that these were like real people. We've seen many times before digital copies of human beings who think they're human beings. But I also thought that they were like real life human beings. I didn't get the point of real people being paired up with other people and being forced to stay with them if the machine knew that they weren't the perfect match for this person. And then, you know, as the episode went on, like everything happens for a reason, and at the same time, how we behave in relationships in, you know, the society we're in right now. We're in a relationship. If it doesn't work out, usually you learn something from it, and that relationship changes you somehow. And that makes you a different person for the next person you're going to be with. And all the knowledge and information that you took and all the experience that you took from this one relationship becomes a part of you and plays a role in how you behave in your next relationships. For that purpose, I would understand. And then, of course, we found out they were just simulations. So that's why. I was questioning the system too. I was like, what's the point of this? Are you priming these people until they find the right one? Do they need to be worked on before you could finally put these two people together? Are you not able to find their 99.8% match unless they go through all this shit? But again, the resolution of the episode answered that for me. That's really interesting. Having a system in which the digital versions of these human beings exist in a simulation or simulated world, which as the episode progressed, you find out, oh, something's off. Like even from the first scene with Frank and Amy, you see the guy in the back with his taser or whatever. Those were the first clues. And it's just you find out more as the episode continues. There were some hints to all of this being a simulation. For example, the skipping stones 4 times and kind of the discussion about it, like the theories they had about what exactly the system was doing. What I was thinking before I found out that they were actually in a simulation and not just some weird dystopian society, because that's what I thought it was, some weird dystopian society. Before I found out they were simulations, I thought that Frank and Amy were supposed to be together, but maybe just not at that point in their lives. I know it's a simulation. I'm just talking about what I was thinking during the episode. Like how you meet someone who is your soulmate or one of your soulmates. I have an interesting thing about soulmates. It's not important. I don't want to talk about it again. I did do a little talk about it. It's like in my DC's Legends of Tomorrow bonus video somewhere. What I feel about what soulmates are. Because I think they're romantic and platonic and just not the traditional definition of what a soulmate is. Anyway though, where you meet someone that you're kind of, in a way, supposed to be with, but you don't end up being together at that time because maybe one person isn't mature in the relationship or just it isn't the right time in your lives. And again, because of the character of one or both people, and then you revisit it many years later where you both have grown and then it actually works. So I was thinking, wow, that's a weird system, but I was thinking that was what's gonna happen. That they're just gonna revisit and have to go through these relationships until they're actually ready to be together permanently. At the end when they were talking about escaping over the wall, and I was like, wow, that sounds kind of reckless. I think that was kind of the point. Wait for me, just wait on it. That was the point. You have to take risks when it comes to love. I was like, y'all are gonna get obliterated. Honestly, 'cause I don't have that type of faith. And here's the thing, if they put a digital replica of me in this dating app, I would have no 99.8% match with anyone. I would just be single forever, which is kind of the plan. Because I would not, I kind of doubt that I would be the person to be like, hey, let's run away and escape the, actually no, I probably would. It's like you kind of have to take a risk on love. 'Cause sometimes the system is screwed up anyway. And that's kind of what they did. And they went through the simulation 1,000 times and they're 99.8% match. I really like how that all came around and the reveal there at the end. Again, there were, you know, clues that it was a simulation, but I still thought it was like a dystopian society. But at the same time, I was like, why is it always 4 skipping stones? But now I know. I do think it was a good story, a good love story as well. And I liked the technology explored in this, and it makes you think about if this type of technology existed in the current society we live in today, how would that go exactly? Like low-key rude that the digital versions of themselves had to go through all that bullshit just so the real versions of themselves could be matched. And hey, who knows? They're probably gonna it up. That's rude. I wish Frank and Amy a very long life of happiness because they deserve it. I think one of the things that's beautiful about having your choice of who you date is that I guess it is your choice, and even though the pain you experience from failed relationships obviously isn't comfortable, it makes you grow as a person. It's a part of what humanity is, and sometimes, you know, pain is like overbearing. And this is just, I'm speaking in a generalized form here. I'm not trying to get into all the complexities of what makes one person's life happy and what makes the next person's life shitty. I'm just saying failed relationships just a part of humanity, and if we had, I don't know, I don't think a system like that would benefit us entirely. Or there would be the argument to be made, at least you would see this debate surface. At what point do you start taking away what makes us human with these technologies? But it's funny because it's just a dating app. But because even with current dating apps, you have the choice. Okay, that's it. If I interest you, you can check out my channel or my playlist or my descriptions to see what other shows I watch or what else I do, and subscribe if any of those things interest you. Like this video if you liked it. You know, feel free to contribute to conversation if you want to. Thank you for watching. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful existence. And I guess that brings me to bye. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Damn. So this is Blackmore. Hola, me llamo Shantel. How did I say from Shantel? Is probably sorry. I don't know. Shantel is siento? Then how do you say probably? I don't know how to speak Spanish, you guys. Oh, that was such a sucky clap. Wow. That was wow. And it didn't even sting. I guess there's a certain way that you're supposed to clap your hands, as that just showed. Why is everything so loud? God damn. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel's Probably Sorry. If you want to skip my introductory, blah, 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 blah. If you want to, hello. A political survey. No, I'm sorry. I'm kind of busy at the moment. Alright, you have a great evening. It's nighttime, shit. Alright, bye. These walls are so thin.
So,
Junior! What is the first thing I said to you when you came in this room?
Flashback.
If you with my shit, hey, you, I'm talking to you. You like to with my shit. Don't with my shit.
End of flashback.
Stop with my shit, dude. Just sit down, chill.
okay, bye.
Also, I found it interesting how, interesting, I'll just stop saying that word.
Do you want to know my theory? Let's assume the system isn't right.
Oh my God. What are you eating? You know you messed up. She's on top of my bed dresser. Sky, what the She was eating my coconut oil. I'm going to kick these dogs out. Stop. Watch credits, because if you don't click it, stop. They seem to be like digital. They seem to be like digital consciousness. Can you stop? But I. Why are you eating? Why do you eat everything? God. God damn it. Alright. What was I saying? You have the choice. Why? Why are you eating everything? Sky. Oh my god, she's eating off my luggage. It's a Southwest airline sticker and she's eating it. And I guess that brings me to bye. I don't know what they're talking about. It doesn't concern me.